Hold up. Hey. Hot topic.
Whew. All right, man, we're going to get serious. This is not a funny or laughing matter, but I want to have some real dialogue with everybody in the chat about this. If some studies show that black women are some of the most educated, other than race, why aren't they paid the most? So the easy answer is race. So if some studies show that black women are some of the most educated, other than race, why aren't they paid the most? Mr. Davis, I'll let you go first.
I also think it's intimidation factor. You gotta remember, man, like a lot of men can't. The positive side is a lot of men, the negative side of this is a lot of men can't take instructions from a woman. We see it in the church setting all the time. Where they, women can't preach me the word. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, do your research and you'll see the first person that preached about the resurrection was women. But we're not talking about that. That's not the Bible study. I'm just saying a lot of men can't take direction from women, especially strong black women. It's very intimidating to them. You dig what I mean? So when a black woman, she aggressive, she got an attitude, that's because this woman has to present herself as perfect on a daily basis. And her counterparts, males, her counterparts, other females of any nationality, the grace that they get when they make a mistake is not shown to the black woman. So she has to be Karen White Superwoman. You dig what I mean? And if you in that age bracket, you know what I'm talking about. Go ahead,
yes, sir. Bro. First of all, if you ain't grew up in a house where Karen White Superwoman wasn't played over the weekend,
you didn't have a black mama.
You ain't have a black mama because your daddy may have been good at the end, but at some point he was getting on her nerves, and that Superwoman was playing, and it was getting drilled in your head not to be this guy that woman was singing
Don't
about.
Be that one word.
Don't be that one word. All right. Anyway, on the subject at hand, man, I really think it is because of what Rob said, intimidation, man. Because there's a lot of situations, if a black woman looks stern, she's angry. If a black woman is not smiling, is not talking bubbly, let's keep it real. If a black woman not talking in the cadence of a white woman, then it is fearful, and it should not be that.
Yep.
Black women, most of the time, are naturally just strong, period, because you don't know what they dealt with. Either they dealt with kids, they dealt with a good man or a bad man, they dealt with trauma, they dealt with all kind of things. So sometimes when they speak, they may not come off as just bubbly and chipper because they ain't had the bubbly chipper life. But it does not mean they're not educated or they're not qualified for the job. And then on the other end, their male counterparts, not just white male counterparts, sometimes black ones too, act all kind of ways, be all kind of angry, cuss out their whole crew, and nobody look at them sideways at all. No matter of fact, they look at them like, good job, cuss them out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But on the other end, when a black woman is strong, she stands up for herself. She don't allow improper flirting, other words, unwarranted flirting. You know what I'm saying? Or she won't allow to make herself a sex symbol to these people or whatever. If she don't allow that stuff, then she's called like she's strong. She's unruly. She's this, she's that. And I think the greatest thing is what my brother said is the fact of intimidation. It's not just black women, but I'm just using black women for example because black women are very educated, and a lot of times they're not paid in coherence with their education. You know, now we could say in general, a lot of people not paid in coherence with their education. But for black women, a lot of them, you know, it's people that got college degrees and they get to be a daggum manager at White Castle. You know what I'm saying? Now, if that's what they want to do, cool. But, little mama, you wouldn't just birth just to be in White Castle. You wouldn't birth to be a video model, a vixen, you know. Other words, well, you're going to make some money shaking your tail. It shouldn't have to be that. You can be a businesswoman. You can wear business suits and carry yourself in a certain type of way, and I think it shouldn't be intimidating just because she does that. It shouldn't be intimidating just because when you say something slick to her, she don't laugh. You know what I'm saying? Because some people, some men think everything I say to this woman, she better laugh or I'm intimidated. All right, number one, man, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna end my little rant. Number one, you insecure sapsuckers. You know what I'm saying? Why are you so insecure that you gotta protrude your insecurity on a lady and you feel like, okay, I can only be strong if this woman is weak to me? Okay, number one, you're stronger than a woman physically, but mentally you may be like a little kid compared to a woman. They mature, but they mature before we do. Always. You know what I'm saying? So you can have two people at the same age. That woman really in her mind about 5 years past you. Anyway, it's just that naturally more mature. But you shouldn't be intimidated by that. If someone is of value, then use her for what she is. And I'm not saying this in a disrespectful way when I say use.
Right.
When you work a job, you're used. You're used for your talent. If your talent is leading, you become a leader. If your talent is being a great worker, you become a worker. You become this, or you become, a lead or whatever. If your talent lends that, then you're used in that way. I'm not saying this in a derogatory way.
Derogatory,
Yeah, I'm not saying in that, but I think it's okay for a black woman to be paid. It shouldn't be like, okay, 1 out of 5 and only one of them getting paid what they worth. It shouldn't be like that. Now, it's a greater whole epidemic beyond just black women, but for the case of black women, it just shouldn't be there. Go ahead, bro. My bad.
I'm at some. You went long, but it was needed. And what I'll say, I'm a piggyback off of the sexuality thing.
Yeah.
It's like, because black women, are curvy, and if you're just joining us, we're talking about black women for a reason, because they are one of the lowest paid, if not the lowest paid in the corporate world, even to black men. You know what I mean? And man, I know so many educated black women with multiple degrees, and it's like the shock when people find out, what you mean you got 2 masters, or you got this, or you got your doctorate? Like, what you mean? You know what I mean? And it's not in criminal justice, or it's not in business management. Yeah. And the reason I bring those up, because those are the popular degrees that people will go get. No knock to you. I'm not knocking anything for criminal justice or business management. I just know a lot of people with those degrees, and they're not using them. But there are women with degrees, bro, and it's like they got all this education, and then they bring somebody in who has a high school education, and he fit the part. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's not fair in the corporate world, and I get it. And this is coming from a black man, but the black woman, a lot is on her shoulders. You go up against this person who don't qualify. You're intimidated because you know your job to the T. You showing other people how to do their job. You go up for your promotion, and your boss is scared because they think, what? She coming for mine next.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they keep you in a place where you make them look good. And that's white, black, or anything when they're above you in management. And I see it happen all the time, man. I see it happen entirely too much. So,
right. Oh, my bad, bro.
Yeah, no, go to the comments, bro. I know they in there. I just can't see them.
All right, we're going way back. So once again, if I'm saying your comment late, it's because we just not getting to it. But it's no offense. Toy said, I agree 100% with what Rob said. Even as an owner and a lead engineer of a studio, man want to work with a man instead. I believe that. I'm sure that happens. Then she said, even with our second engineer saying, I trained him, man want to work with him instead. And it's not a respect thing. That's wrong. It shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
Let's see. She also said, if a black woman is not willing to sleep with the man, there's another issue we deal with. She said all facts, and I'm saying with her. Yeah. All facts. Let's see. Or they'll say she's complicated to work with. See, this is sad, man.
Yeah.
She also said, I wish this could go viral. We need some YNs to see this clip. I agree. Let's see. Cortez says, facts. Most men hate to submit to a woman's wisdom. Yeah. This is facts.
Yeah.
Vicky says exactly. And then she said, right, what you mean, what I mean? No, I don't know. They probably talking to each other on that one. Let's see. Hagen said, y'all think they not paying WNBA players because it's a majority of homosexual women? I think that's probably what he meant. I don't know what Bosh means. That got to be Butch. He probably was trying to say Butch. Could be. Anyway, go ahead, bro.
that WNBA thing, and I know this is not the sports show, but that WNBA thing, I think it's a lot of layers behind that. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I'll say this because this is not sports, and I don't want to bore anybody. Yes, they are doing great this season, but they're still trying to get out the what is it, the black or the red or whatever
Yeah.
of the subsidized income coming from the NBA, and I'll leave that alone from the sports talk. Back
Okay.
to black women in power as far as you know, not getting not getting paid the most.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think me and my brothers celebrated Jalen Hurts' agent, a black female that got that man paid? You
Paid,
dig what I
paid.
mean?
Yes,
And
sir.
and I'm talking about paid, higher than some of her white and black male
Mm-hmm.
counterpart agents trying to
Mm-hmm.
figure out, well, how'd she do this? She only did it because she was a woman. Then that's the
Mm-hmm.
other thing. The accolades only they only did it because she looked good. They only did it
Right.
because she thick. They only
Right.
did it because she, you know what I mean? You can never just be like, no, she's good at what she does. Now,
Yeah.
if she put on clothes and it fits her correctly, so now what? You knocking her because her clothes fit correctly, but then
Mm-hmm.
when the man come in with the too tight shirt on, then he's masculine, and it's a lot of that that goes on. So to my sisters, man, and the women that's in leadership, y'all keep doing what y'all doing. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Hold your paper trail down. Something happened to us at with the government where they came up with pay equity.
Mm-hmm.
And one of my counterparts, we truly saw the disparity in pay. You dig what I mean? When pay equity came, and there was a lot of others who
Mm-hmm.
were complaining, while we looking like, hey, look at God. Why you? But it just, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? We celebrating and praising God for this great blessing,
Mm-hmm.
while there was others who were already there and below us and below her. You dig what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And making more and hadn't even had half of the accolades or the time put in. So, um, yeah. So, only thing I can say it sucks is like that. But
Mm-hmm.
chauvinism is still real.
Yeah.
Sexism is still real. And
Yeah.
until those people, I hate to say this, die out.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason why I think it's important what Tarcia said. And I'm sorry for being long winded, y'all. I think
You
it's
good?
important. YNs do need to see this because y'all need to understand you got to break the cycle so you can start over.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Now and you know for my macho man talk, I ain't submitting to no woman. I need
Right.
listen one word. If you are in a relationship and you never submit to your lady, you are a plum fool because there's compromise and you have to submit to one another as y'all both submit to God. I hate to
Mm-hmm.
tell you one word. If you think it's your way or the highway, then it's going to be no way eventually. You dig what I mean? And you'll figure it out later.
I agree. I'm put over here what Cortez says. I think this is very, very good. Oh yeah, someone told Tarcia she would never get to where she want to go as an artist until she dressed the part. Hmm. See, that's the
Yeah.
thing. Even in
Yeah.
Christian music,
Oh, yeah.
sexy sells.
Yeah.
That's what they think. That's what they are perpetrating. You know what I'm saying? And it's
Say
not
that
right.
again for the people in the back.
Even in
Because
Christian music,
I don't think people understand this, but
even in Christian music, they pushing that sexy sales. Other words, you got to dress not full provocative. See, there's many ways to be provocative without looking like Cardi or Nicki Minaj. You know,
yeah.
there's many ways. You may not have a short dress on, but you may have some slim fitting pants on or whatever. You know what I'm saying? There's many ways that they can push the envelope. And at the end of the day, man, you know, for my sis Tarcia, any other artist within this industry, man, be who you are. If she don't want to wear that, and I ain't judging nobody for what they wear. If you want to wear it, that's your business between you and your
It's a
husband.
bid.
That's all your
Yeah.
business.
For
And
sure.
whatever y'all agree upon, hey, wear it on God. But on the other end, nobody shouldn't have to force her to be something that she's not and say, well, you gonna do better this way or not. Nah, man. But it's a lot of real chauvinistic dudes out here, man. It's an old mindset. It's kind of like it's similar to racism. It's taught. You know what I'm saying? And it's
Yeah.
as days goes on, it lessens some. But like Rob said earlier, some people gonna have to die out. That thought ain't gonna never die out though. I just don't believe it
Yeah.
because it
No.
gets passed
You're right.
down. It keeps
Because
getting
it gets
passed
passed
down.
down.
The same way
Yeah,
with
yeah.
racism. You know, somebody may grow up and they have, you know, a little kid, and they got a black friend, and all of a sudden the parents stop it and they teach them, this is why you don't be with this guy or whatever. And the little kid hears it and believe it like it's the gospel. Same thing they can do with a woman. Your sister, you know, the little sister smack him upside the head. Don't you ever let no woman do nothing over you. Don't you ever let no woman lead you, boy. This is what you supposed to do. And the little kid look up, okay. And then it stick. You know what I'm saying? And until some re-education or with the help of God and the Holy Spirit, they would never change. They would never change unless they just get a real woman. A woman be like, okay, they love the woman so much, they be like, okay, well, I'm going to have to listen to what she's saying because, you know, I love her. But I hate this. You know what I'm saying? Without a real heart change, they won't stop doing that. But I think men in general, especially in the work field, in the obviously in the music field, from what our sister Tarcia is saying, and everywhere else, men in general, it's hard for them to receive from women, whether it's the word of God, whether it's instruction, anything where it makes it seem like you are being taught by a woman. A lot of dudes just can't take that. And what I say to this, and I'll let you go, grow up. If you watching this and you are that guy, grow up.
So,
grow up.
So,
you listened to your mama, didn't you? Know what I'm saying? Because any hood dude, man, don't you say nothing about my mama. So you loved your mama, didn't you?
facts.
Know what I'm saying? You wouldn't let no dude slap on your mama, right? You wouldn't let no dude disrespect your mama. A lot of dudes, street dudes, took somebody out for messing with their mama, right? But then you can't learn from no other woman. She ain't got to be your mama. It don't mean she can't teach you something. Like, it's just goofy. Go ahead, bro.
No, I mean, just to wrap it up, why aren't they paid? It's so many layers to this that we could have dedicated a whole show. But a lot of times it goes back to it, especially with black women. Black women are very intimidating.
Yep.
And when I say they're very intimidating from this point, well, she loud. No, that's just the way she talks. She not loud. You know what I mean? She aggressive. No, I don't see it as being aggressive. I mean, my aunties and them, all of them talk like that. You got to understand culture, like
Cultures
you know.
are
And
different.
then this is the other thing, and I'll let it go. I just hate that black women has to be so understandable for everybody else, but nobody wants to understand them when it comes to that.
Brother, say
You know
that
what I
one more
mean?
time. Say that one more
So
time.
I just hate that black women have to be so understanding in the work field for everybody else, but nobody wants to take the time to understand. And so you dig what I mean? It's we see it all the time. We see it all the time. Now, on the flip side,
Come on.
my sisters,
Yeah.
or all of y'all who short tempered, because you have been through the trauma, you don't want to listen to nobody.
Come on.
Look in the mirror, hon, and realize, hey, I got some things I need to work on. Now, everybody ain't attacking. You dig what I mean?
Right.
Everybody ain't after you. So there's a flip side to it. This is true, but don't let this turn you into the bitter black woman that they trying to say that you are in the first place. You know, like, be who you are, but you ain't got to be so aggressive. Like, nah, I worked hard to get to this position. Ain't nobody taking it away from me. Like, don't turn it. Don't turn into that person where you become so independent. And understand what independence. Having your independency, I understand, but don't be so independent that you're alone. And that's all I'm gonna say. And then if you have a kid, now your son is your man because ain't no man right because you're that independent. You dig what I mean? So you keep the balance is what I'm saying. I'm not judging anybody. We all have our flaws, but for the black women that's in the workplace, keep doing what you're doing. You know what you know, and I know it's hard, but keep track of what it is, your paper trails, do what you need to do, and keep moving forward. And I salute all of y'all who were single mothers and got degrees. You dig what I mean? I salute all of y'all who are single mothers and got your kids through school and you doing this and you doing that, because it is hard and you don't get the help and you do get the scrutiny. Just don't give them a reason is all I'm saying. And I get off the soapbox. This ain't the sports show, bro.
I'm going to say like Tarcia said, sheesh to all that. But, hey, black women, keep your head up. Keep being educated. Keep standing for everything that you believe in. And don't lower yourself for nobody. I just say that. Don't lower yourself for nobody. You are worth it. You are worth it.
Yeah.
You are good.